Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. Let's see which way the momentum swings on a couple of more momentum stocks with Mike Vodicka, our momentum stock analyst at Zacks.com. Family Dollar stores. Now, you've talked about them before. Momentum still on the upswing?
Yeah, momentum looks really strong for Family Dollar. What Family Dollar does is they cater to middle-income, lower-income households, and they have a fairly wide range of products. They do food, which has been a big source of income for them, but they also do smaller things like household items and toys and things of that nature. It's a fairly large company, which kind of came as a surprise to me, 6,600 stores nationwide. And market cap just under $4 billion.
Yeah. Now, FDO is their ticker symbol, by the way, for Family Dollar stores. I was talking with our retail analyst, Rob Plaza, and we were actually talking about the fact that because there are such deep discounts at some of the major chains anymore, these specialty stores may not have their edge much longer.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the fundamentals moving forward here, because I think that the competition is kind of intensifying here from the retail level, but then also on a consumer level where people realize that this is just like a one-time blip. This is probably going to be ongoing. So it'll be interesting to see the way that affects their consumer spending. Now, as it relates to that comment, though, the analyst community is fairly bullish on this company on a longer-term basis. The next year estimate is up 6 cents, and I think the last month to $1.86 per share, and that's a 6.25 earnings growth projection for next year. So that's pretty solid. And then moving on to the chart here, real quick, is that what we've seen from Family Dollar is since July, it's been on a fairly steady rally, and then more recently, it's been pressuring this key level at $29, and looks fairly well positioned to continue growing.
Guess we have to get an energy stock in here in the mix, and so Duncan Energy Partners, DEP, the ticker symbol, is the one that you've chosen. They're into natural gas and petrochemicals.
That's right. They do, and they focus on I guess you would call it the midstream portion of the market, which is transporting and storage.
And to put it in perspective, you and I were talking about this in a separate conversation, but for the viewers, to put it in perspective for them, those petrochemical and petroleum pipelines that you may see along the roadside in some of the rural areas, this is what they do.
That's right. Yeah, they own an extensive network of pipelines all across the country here, so that's kind of their bread and butter business. Exactly. Duncan's functioning in an interesting segment of the market because they have less exposure to this extreme volatility we've seen just generally in commodities and more specifically in energy with nat gas and crude. Because, regardless of prices being high or low, they're going to need to be moving this stuff around and shipping it. So that's provided them with a little buffer zone from some of the volatility that we've seen.
Okay.
They're right fresh off the heels of their fourth quarter results reported February 2nd. And the results are really strong. Income was up 58% from last year, so that's very solid. And then moving forward here, again, we're seeing the estimate picture tick higher. The next year estimate's $1.52 per share, and that's a 12.5% earnings growth projection, and so that's pretty solid too. And then as far as the chart goes, much like Family Dollar, this company's been on a fairly nice rally lately here. Since mid-November, it's gone up from about $10, and recently topped off right over $17, so it's a pretty nice short-term game.
Do you or does anyone in your household own either of these two stocks?
I do not, and no one in my family does either.
Okay. We have to get everybody to be accountable. That's just the way it is. And if you would like to read more of the pieces that Mike has written in the recent past on other momentum stocks, go to Zacks.com. Check out the upper right-hand corner of the homepage. That's where all of the Zacks Rank buys are listed by category. Click on the headline next to the momentum listing, and it'll take you right to his most recent piece and an archive of some others. With Mike Vodicka, I'm Terry Ruffalo.